Welcome in. Hello. Hello. Eric Zane Show podcast has begun. It is a fantastic day. It will be. It always is. So happy that you are here. I have a new pal. The dynamic is spectacular. It stems from, okay, sometimes, things happen that are like just great moments. And they lead to just hilarious things. And here's what you have. At my beloved YMCA is a sweet man who works there. And nobody talks to this guy. No one. It's like he does not exist. You ever have anybody like that you see? I mean, it might be like a homeless guy or whatever. Doesn't matter. They don't exist. Now, the Y is notorious for hiring people who, might need a little extra care. Might need a little nurturing, if you will. Maybe could be described as not playing with the full deck. It's okay. They excel in other things, right? This is the one side of me. It's a real weakness I have. Where, I don't know. There's a real soft spot in my heart. And it's horrible. It's really bad. I can't even say it with a straight face. So anyway, dude is hanging out for the longest time I've seen him there. And no one, like I said, acknowledges him in any way. I've never seen anybody speak to him. He doesn't look like you and me. And he's very, very quiet. And so I said hello some time ago. Hey, hi there. How are you? Fine. I get a name and just small talk. And that was all it took. Now, okay, Mitch Albom could write a book about us now. We're tight. And I don't want to say his name, but he's really sweet. And now, well, okay, back up. So after I introduced myself to him, it was one of these things where the guy was so not used to anybody speaking to him that when I first said hello, it was like he jumped. It was like oh my God, there's someone talking to me. Holy shit. And so that was that. And that was all it took, So the next time I'm there, I'm in the locker room and he is in there and someone else is having a conversation with me about doing PA work for the Grand Rapids Griffins. And he's doing his job, and then that conversation ends, and then I'm getting dressed, and I hear, How long have you been doing the Grand Rapids Griffins? So he asked me a question. I was like, oh, hey, how are you? And then we started that. So now we speak every time we see each other. The question from Aram. Why have you ignored him up until now? Are you suggesting that every single person that I see, I have to run up to them and say, hey, how are you? Is that what we're getting at here? Hey, how you doing? I don't know you. I've never seen you before. You look lonely. Can I talk to you? No, fuck that. Why did I ignore him up until now? And I didn't. Well, I guess I ignored him outwardly, but I was aware he was there. So I don't think I've ever ignored him, as you say, with that troublemaking question. This guy is better behaved than the group formerly known as Zaniacs. So, we're off and running on the conversations. And now it's so fantastic that I'm getting life updates. I'm getting, oh my God. Kenny adds, Aram is full of snark, yet never gets 600 seconds. Oh, no, I wouldn't give him 600 seconds. I'll give that to people who really deserve it, Kenny. In fact, for you announcing, how I have to give out my 600 seconds, that's kind of telling me how to do my job. So I think it's time to give you 600 seconds. There. What do you think of that? See what happens? You take a day and a half off, you think you're in the clear, and then boom. Fastball right in your helmet. Just like that kid in the Little League World Series. Yesterday I walk in. Dude's coming down the steps. He says, well, it's not a Griffins game, but I have big plans to see the Jurassic Park movie today, at AMC Theater. I go, whoa, are you kidding me? Yes, I have the ticket. I have ordered the snacks, the hot dogs, the soft drinks, and the candy, all for one price. And I'm like, dude, this is spectacular. And so the one thing, though, that dude has not yet managed is, context. That's fine. But you see, then it's like tough to get out of the conversation. So I have to kind of like navigate that and kind of steer it along. I was like, well, I tell you what, buddy, I'm excited for you. And I'm going to go get dressed now. So I'm now ending the conversation. But now we're to a point where as I'm walking away, I hear, I have an incredible interest in zoology. I turn around. I go, oh, so now we're going to the next topic. I go, oh, yes, zoology, yes, animals. Okay, very cool. And then he explains to me that he's trying to get a job or an internship or something like that at like the local one of the local zoos, and he's got a big appointment, big interview. I was like, well, that's fantastic. I love this. All the while I'm thinking, could this guy maybe show up at my house one day? Probably not. He's, you have to be a real asshole to do that. But I don't think we have that issue. Then it's like my next question. Now, I want to engage him. I don't want to just have him talk and then walk away from him. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give this guy, he's getting minutes of time, and that's the end of it because nobody talks to this dude. So I'm like, well, what is your favorite animal? And he says, I love the wolf. And I'm like, yeah, the wolf is great. Who doesn't love the wolf? They're basically extinct in Michigan, though. I go, yes, I think I have heard that. You don't see many wolves in Michigan. So this was the extent of the start of my conversation with this dude. Start of my day at the gym was this conversation with this dude. It was great. I love the guy. I love him so much. And I guess, and then we had another in-depth conversation about some personal stuff in his family that a little awkward. But I'm getting to know this guy. And I just love his heart, but I just don't want to be, I don't want to do a Google search and see that he stole someone's baby or something like that from the maternity ward and then ate it. So, one of those things. I think it'll be fine, but I'm kind of like on edge these days. Great guy. off to the treadmill, crushed it. We are midway through week 7 of this training plan. And, man, all systems go. 7, count them, 7 half-mile repeats. And at number 6, I was ready to shut it down. I'm telling you, I got done with 5, and I'm not kidding you. I was like, oh, my God, I have 2 more of these to go. Fuck. Number 6, I was like, no. And I'm actually getting nauseous. Did number 7. Hey, you're not always going to be motivated. Then you must be disciplined. Kenny, when you get back from your 600-second timeout, have you continued to walk on your treadmill? I'm guessing not, because I'm not hearing about it. All right. Corey says, then Eric ate 7, he says ring dings. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm guessing it's something to do with horrible food choices. Yesterday was no different, okay? The exercise is there, obviously. The eating is not. It's a disaster. Yesterday I started the show. I was talking about trying to eat Madison's leftovers. She ended up not eating them. That was yesterday's lunch. We're talking 4 Mott sticks, French fries, and 3/4 of a fantastic bacon burger with a pretzel bun. Oh, my God. Gone. After the workout, 9:45 at night. 3, count them, 3. No, I take it back. Started out, everybody goes out to eat around here. I do not. There's more leftovers. There's all these fried shrimp in the fridge. And I call up, I'm upstairs, Madison, and Diana, Madison's having a meltdown. I call up, I go, hey, who's got leftovers? Diana says, those shrimp are mine. You can have them. I go, oh, my God, yes, fucking A. Went, crushed those, and then washed it down with 3, count them, 3 bowls of Cocoa Pebbles. Okay, that's cereal. What a multi-layered treat that is. In addition to the actual, first of all, the cereal in the box, those pebbles are so small, you get a lot more cereal actually in the box. If you were to take the equal sized boxes of like Corn Pops, or Pops are just called, and Cocoa Pebbles, same size box as a Cocoa Pebbles box, going to be much heavier. You're getting a lot more cereal. Okay, 3 bowls of that. And then you got the milk is so chocolatey. Oh, my God. Intense. You waste every workout and run. Shaking my head. It's gross. Well, that's thanks for your opinion. Thank you, judger. And I'm not wasting a workout. You have any idea how strong my heart and lungs and legs are right now? Yeah, you do you, I'll do me. Let's get back to the task at hand. Megan, do you ever mix your cereals, Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Golden Grahams? I have not, but that sounds ridiculous. Man, Golden Grahams, I haven't had those in forever. Shit, I got to get after that. All right. So that was all good. I come home, and I'm in this room, and I something is terrible. Okay, I can hear 2 rooms over wailing, and I'm like, okay, this could be one of 2 things. It's Madison. Either someone is dead, or something along the lines of somebody turned the light off when it shouldn't have been off. It's one of those ridiculous things where It's not a big deal, but it's being made a big deal. Or someone's dead. Shut up, Tyler. I can tell you're a snark. Tyler says Eric is smart. He's training heavy. Then he'll drop a bunch of weight right before the race, and his legs will be strong as fuck from slinging all that weight around. I have said that. It never works out. Jerk. But that's true. If I did actually lose the weight, I'd be like I was running on air. If you train at 175 and then you're down to 155 when you race, that is true. But I never lose the weight. I just keep eating friggin' Cocoa Pebbles. So, I'm in this room, and I hear, and I can't make out the words, but I know it's the end of the world. Fuck, what is going on here? I go, well, I better go check. I wander to the room that Madison is in with Diana. And this is the level of intensity that you get when you have a 19-year-old daughter who is very emotionally deep. Okay? I walk in. And I go, how's it going? Everything is terrible. Terrible day. It's awful. Oh, my God. I go, okay. I said to Diane, I go, what happened? Nothing. I go, I know, but what's the problem? I go, I can't understand. I don't know. I guess they went to Walmart to buy a bunch of stuff for like this upcoming school year. It's hard to believe Madison is about to leave us again for year 2 of college. And they think that when they went there, they left one of the bags with the school supplies. So I go, well, what was in it? The life-saving drugs or something that you're going to die if you don't get into your body? No. I mean, like glue sticks, pens, paper, and a folder. Corey writes, tons of condoms. Okay. What? Enough. Enough. Then Madison says, I'm getting ready to start my period. I go, oh, okay. So, all right, there's that. So I go, well, can we call the store? And Diana says, well, I have been, and nobody will pick it up. I go, well, okay, no big deal. It's not like they're going to throw it in the garbage. And I go, and besides, if let's just say it's not there, we just, go buy it again. Who cares? And she is just beside herself. These are the things when you have a child who of your 3 is, I don't know, Madison of the 3 is the most likely to have a meltdown when something like this happens. If this happens to my other 2 kids, they're like, fuck it. No big deal. Not Maddie. Cole says, shut the door and walk away. I tried that, and it was like, where are you going? I'm telling you this terrible thing that happened to me. Oh, sorry. I didn't think you wanted me in here. So I was busted. And she's actually like throwing herself around on the bed. She's flopping around like a fish. Now, everybody in this household, with the exception of Diana, is fucked. We are all broken. As you know, I tell you about all the stupid broken things I do. And and the NFK, he's complete destruction. Madison is no different. Well, the only one who's not an idiot is Diana. So, there's really, once the plane starts nosediving into the ground, it's really difficult to like pull it out of the dive. So it takes time. So this is what we had to deal with, and this is what happens on a monthly basis when the woman's hormones start to like course through her body. Just the whole idea of you can be just cruising along normally, and something as simple as leaving a bag at Walmart with $4 worth of school supplies is going to result in what appears to be, life-ending catastrophe. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? And all the while, I'm like, I can't wait to get to I wish it was 8 a.m. So I can talk about this on the show. The comment, that's the best compliment I've ever heard you give her. LMAO. What? Context. What are you talking about? I'm saying a lot. I can't remember what the hell I'm talking about, and I can't go back into my brain and suggest and figure out what the hell I said that lines up with your stupid comment. And I don't buy that at all. I give all of my family members wonderful compliments. Don't give me that. Jesus. All right. Yesterday, I sat down and created a video to go along with my Mar-a-Lago song. I don't want to play it because I'll end up getting muted on the usual sources, but it's the tip top of my social media. Now, this is a song to mock Trump, and that's it. That's the point, to be funny. And to see the comments is absolutely spectacular. The comment, you said Diana was the only non-idiot in the household. Are you telling me that's the best compliment I've ever heard? That's ridiculous. I tell her I love her all the time. That's a compliment. She deserves love. Shut up. So putting this thing out leads to comments, and all right, most people are like, oh, this is funny. Joe wants me to put it up on TikTok. All right. Alan says, I'm surprised there's not as many mad Trump supporters commenting. The ones that did comment prove my point that hardcore Trump supporters are giant pussies and can't take a joke. Nicola Nadeau, which I'm not sure if that's a dude or what, wrote, unfollowing your pathetic ass. You couldn't stay on radio, and now I see why. You know, that is another example of people always go to that. I mean, it's, what year was that? 16? It'll be 7 years since getting let go from Free Beer and Hot Wings. You couldn't stay on the radio. Now I see why. No, if I had done stuff like this on the radio, that would have kept me from getting fired. Sensing butthurt, Robert writes, Nicola, this isn't an airport. No need to announce your departure. Stay triggered. I wrote, Nicola, oh no, the dreaded unfollow. What will I do? How will I go on? Jason writes, Nicola, because someone is making fun of your golden calf and his flock. Josh writes, Nicola, can we add Eric Zane to the long list of things that easily offend you? Hold up. Stacy. Brian writes, fucking libtards. Now, I like to describe myself as fiscally conservative and liberal on social issues. Isn't there a term for that? Is that what describes a libertarian? I don't know. I don't really have a party affiliation. So if that is a libertarian, you can call me it, but there's no way in hell I'm going to vote for a libertarian candidate. Ever. And the reason why is because no one else is. And they have, no chance of winning. Now, if I see, all right, we're getting ready. It's the night before the election. It is a three-way race. The libertarian candidate, so-and-so, and the Republican and the Democrat are all polling exactly the same. Then I'll vote for the libertarian. Yeah, well, Eric's saying there's no way they're ever going to get those poll numbers until you vote for them in the elections leading up to it. Fuck that. No. You figure it out on your own. Sorry. I'm not throwing my vote away to some garbage loser who's going to get 10,000 votes across the entire voting population. But anyway, Brian writes, fucking libtards. If you click on Brian's name here, Brian lives in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. And his, his screen picture or his avatar is the Confederate flag along with Old Glory. Okay. So I'm getting called a libtard by a racist. Fucking libtards. That led to the response. No one listens to clowns with traitor flags in their profile picture. Run along. Brian wrote, yeah, thanks for proving my point. Well, what point? You didn't make a point. You just called everybody fucking libtards. And so I wrote, you did not attempt to make a point. Robert wrote, what point? We're just here to highlight your 58 IQ. All right. Now, I worked my ass off trying to get this stupid song to go viral. And I even listed it as, in case you missed it, the viral Eric Zane Show parody hit Mar-a-Lago. It's not viral. No one has clicked on this. Anyone who has seems to like it. But at last count, because I made the YouTube video of it, at last count, there's like 100 people that have watched this thing. So sometimes the stupidest things go viral that you don't put any effort into whatsoever. There was a video that I shot of me when I first got my chainsaw, of me cutting down a tree. And there's nothing to it. It's just me cutting down a tree. It didn't fall on the house. It didn't kill the dog. Didn't do anything. And I remember as it unfolded, it got like hundreds of thousands of views. Why? I don't know. It's ridiculous. And then you put all this time and energy into making a video to accompany a song you made, and no one sees it. What a pain in the ass. All right. Hold up. Daisy, you got to stop. Quit, okay? All right. Thank you for watching the show on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube. But it's time for you to go. I only give you the opening salvo, if you will, from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. And then I send you off on your way. If you want the full show uninterrupted, it's on a superior platform called Twitch. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. As you know, every day I do the show live right here at about 8 a.m. I was a little late today. Sorry. We go to about 10 a.m. Eastern time. And then afterwards, the audio becomes the podcast, which you can download on your preferred platform. Just search Eric Zane Show and you will find it and download to your heart's content. Monday through Friday, right here. So for you folks on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, I send you all